Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen. We are officially in the Christmas season. And you know why? Because yesterday I heard the very first Christmas song played on the radio when I was on my way to town. So Merry Christmas to all of you. I hope that this Christmas season is awesome. And let me remind you that this Friday at 2 p.m. Alaska time, 6 p.m. Eastern time, we are going to have the Alaska Prepper Christmas December Bash giveaway. We're going to give away a whole bunch of things. And one of the things that we're going to give away during that live stream is going to be one of these guys, a pack from Contingency Medical. And we're going to talk about this later on. So anyways, thank you Contingency Medical for sponsoring this video and for also being one of the sponsors for our Christmas giveaway this year. It's going to be awesome. It's kind of it's kind of a coincidence that I received this pack yesterday. I actually got it yesterday in the mail. I've been waiting for it for a while now. And unfortunately, Contingency Medical does not currently ship to Alaska, but they made it happen so that I can review it because I'm very interested in reviewing that, or at least showing you what's in it. And the reason I say it's kind of a coincidence is because yesterday I have this story on cue to talk to you about today. And it is this right here. Very serious shortages of medications have erupted all over the United States. Now listen, we all need food. We all need water. We all need shelter, warmth. I think we all need self-defense. We need all of those things. But just imagine what would happen if you did not have a certain medication that you needed because they just weren't available. And even if you went to the doctor, they weren't available. Right now in the United States, there are, I think about 180 or so medications that are not available, that are in shortage. So they're being rationed. So this article here says that very serious shortages of amoxicillin, Augmentin, Tamiflu, albuterol, and Tylenol have erupted all over the United States. Now, this is not a laughing matter, ladies and gentlemen. I've always questioned when will be the day that China will cut us off. And we all know that China provides us with at least 40 to 50% of all of the raw ingredients that we need in order to make these medications, in order to actually put them together. And I believe that India is the next country that provides like 30, 40, 50% as well. What happens when China cuts us off? They will cut us off eventually, right? You can take that to the bank. Hospitals are filling up across America, and there are extremely alarming shortages of some of our most important medications. Health authorities are warning that these illnesses are going to create a triple-demic, and there are simply not enough medications to go around. We are a first world country, aren't we? Imagine that. I've often said that the United States will one day be a third world country if we continue to go down the road that we are going now. He says, personally, I am most concerned about this RSV. It is spreading like wildfire from coast to coast, and we are being told that very young children and the elderly are particularly vulnerable. And they continue to say here, America is facing a shortage of 4 key medications for common illnesses in children as the bug season comes back in full force. Officials have declared a shortage of first-line antibiotics, amoxicillin, Augmentin, which are used to treat bacterial infections. But we haven't even gotten to the heart of this bug season yet. In fact, the beginning of winter is still about a month away, about 3 weeks away now. So what will things look like by the time that we get to the middle of January? And ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and show you. I'm going to leave the link to this article if you want to come and revisit it. Okay, it's a pretty long article, so I'm not going to bore you by reading it verbatim. Let me go ahead and show you a list of the medications that are currently in shortage right now in the United States. I will be leaving a link to everything on a pinned comment so you can revisit it if you like. And this is from the FDA, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, and it pretty much tells you what there is a shortage of and if it's been resolved or not. And you can just take a look at everything here. And there it is. Amoxicillin is one of them. Currently in shortage. And you can see all of the things that are in shortage. But the question is, will you have it when you need it? Will it be resolved or still in a shortage when you need it? And I mean, you can go on and on and on. There's 185 entries, and some of them, and I would say about half of them really, looks like they have been resolved. Let's take a look at another page. Yeah, you can see that about half of them have been resolved. So that's why I thought that this video, ladies and gentlemen, and talking about this, I believe is very important. And let me tell you what, it literally took me from the time that I linked on the site, it literally took me less than 10 minutes to be done with it. Let me tell you how it works as far as my experience goes. So I clicked on the link. I decided to pick the package that I wanted to pick. And this right here is their heftiest package. And I'm going to show you everything that comes in this. And you're going to be pretty amazed, I think, I was, at how many treatments of different things come in this for the price that they're charging. I think it's a great deal. But when I got to it, it was so simple. I mean, it literally took me less than 10 minutes to get through the whole thing, and I was done. And then I received it in the mail. And they send you an email once your prescription has been put through and once it's shipped out. So it's simple as that. And for those of you that may be wondering, this is completely legal. A doctor actually reviews the questionnaire that you fill out, which is a short questionnaire, pretty much having to do with your health. And then a real pharmacist fills the prescription once the doctor writes it, and then it gets shipped out to you. So for those of you that are wondering if this is legal or not, it's 100% legal. One of the things that I like about competition, one of the things that I like about capitalism is that it allows competition. And we all know that there are other companies out there that provide this same service. One of them I reviewed a few months ago when they were the first ones and only ones, Jace Medical. They were the only ones that provided this service at that time. But now we're having more companies do the same thing. And this one, in my opinion, is one of the reasons why I think that competition is good. Because I think that this package here offers a lot more for a better price. So let's go ahead and take a look at exactly what this brings. And I'm going to go over this one, all right, the one that I think is the best deal. So when you come to this site here, you're going to go ahead and click on Get Yours. And then it's going to have three options: the Go Pack, the Ready Pack, and the Ready Pack Plus. The one that I have here is the Ready Pack Plus. I believe it is the best deal that there is. And all you have to do is here is select Pack. And I'm just showing you the process of going through it so that I can show you what it brings, okay? So you go down here, all right? Make sure you go ahead and do this. Go down here and it says description and then common infections treated. Now take a look at this. Animal bites. Now a lot of these things are things that can happen anytime, right? It's not just during an SHTF, ladies and gentlemen. But in all honesty, the reason why I like having this is for those times when and if the system goes down and you can't get medical help. All right, that's what I got this for. I didn't get it for everyday use, and I won't use it for everyday use. Animal bites, cellulitis, diarrhea. And look at all the treatments. Animal bites, 4 treatments. Cellulitis, 3 treatments. Diarrhea, 2 to 8 treatments. Motion sickness, 4 treatments. Otitis media, ear infection. This right here, in my opinion, is a big one. Ear infection. Have you ever had a sore tooth on a Saturday and you didn't have anything at the house, you know, like let's say some cloves or clove oil, or maybe you couldn't get to a pharmacy to get some Orajel or something? That's a long weekend, isn't it? It's happened to me before. And having a bad toothache is, in my opinion, one of the worst things that you can have, and have to live with it for over a weekend, right? So think about it like that as far as ear infections go. Have you ever had an ear infection and not been able to go to the doctor for whatever reason and have to live through that pain until you had to go to the doctor? I remember having one of those when I was a young kid, and it's not fun. But anyways, respiratory tract infection, strep. I think this is strep throat, right? Traveler's diarrhea. Don't really know what the difference between traveler's diarrhea is and regular diarrhea, but they have 6 treatments for traveler's diarrhea and then 4 treatments of the other 2 that I just mentioned. This, in my opinion, is a big one. Urinary tract infection. Okay? And they do send you a packet that actually walks you through what each of the medicines that they include do for you and what you can use them for. So here are the antibiotics that are included. I'm going to try to pronounce these, all right? Doxycycline, nitrofurantoin. Let's try this one instead. Macrodantin, all right? Amoxicillin, which is one of the ones that's in shortage right now, cephalexin, and azithromycin. So this is what's included as far as antibiotics. And of course, these are the things that you can use them for. Not too much more to say about this, except that I feel personally that it's very important to have this. Now, I'm not saying that you should get this packet that Contingency Medical sells so that you can use it on a regular basis. In my opinion, what I use it for is just in case something happens where it's not available. Wouldn't it be nice for you to have it? So what I'm going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to go ahead and leave a link to Contingency Medical on a pinned comment and also in the description of the video. And if you want to go check it out, you can go check it out. There also will be a code there for $10 off. All right, so if you're in the market to get something like this, me personally, I think it's very important to have this. I think that this should be a part of everyone's preps. All right, once you have those basic things, of course. And some people may ask, well, how long do they last? Well, like I said, do your own research. But I trust Layman Prepping a whole lot. He actually used to be a medic in the Army. I know that doesn't qualify him as a medical professional, but he did a lot of research into this so that I wouldn't have to do it. And he said that these antibiotics, that they'll last probably up to 20 years as long as you properly store them, just like you store anything else. Cool, dry place, away from sunlight, no heat or anything like that. They should last about 20 years. Their efficacy drops a little bit, but they're still useful. You can still use them to treat something. But ladies and gentlemen, do your own research, okay? This service also comes, I believe it's once a year. So if you want to get one today, let's say for example, you can go ahead and get another pack in a year. You can repurchase another pack in a year and add to your stash if that's what you want to do. Other than that, I hope that you all have a great day. Remember to be good to each other. Remember this Friday, the 2nd of December, is going to be our Christmas Bash giveaway. All right? Remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. Remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to every one of you and your families. Merry Christmas. I'm Alaska Prepper. I'm out.